Welcome back to Norton Reviews. I'm your host, John Norton, and we're continuing our look at some Joe Mad issues of X-Men. The last issue we looked at was a Christmas episode issue, where Gladiator came down and started fighting with Cannonball, and then he told the X-Men that he needs their help, and he sent them off into a mission. They teleported away. You have no idea. So now, the next issue, number 342, Into the Void. That's an okay cover. Anything with boring as fuck Joseph is only okay. So this is kind of cool though. They get teleported away and it picks up right here. Excuse me, but did I miss something? Like something crazy is going on with Beast here. And they're on some kind of spaceship that you can see right here. And it's completely out of control, they say. And they're being flung about. They're trying to gather their composure, but they're on a ship and it's barreling towards somebody and they don't know what's going on. They just got teleported on this ship and they're like, what the fuck, man? So, Beast, he gets up on here and he takes the controls. He figures he can, with his smart, he can figure it out. And boring as fuck Joseph's like, Rogue, maybe I can stay put, Joseph. Jesus fucking Christ, just go away. So Rogue kind of takes the lead here. Rogue, Joseph, Gambit, Bishop, Beast. You'd think Beast would probably be the leader, but Rogue, she's taken on a leadership role in several incarnations of different X-Men groups. So this is kind of a cool moment where she takes the lead. And so Beast, he's like, if my calculations are correct, this button should. He presses it, and it makes things worse. It does something that sends Rogue flying into the wall. Plan B, and he says, computer, and it has this weird language. He's like, English, please, acknowledged. And then he says, recalibrate internal pressure to compensate for passengers. And then it says, can't do that for whatever reason, not advisable. It says, override, because this place is coming apart. They're all going to fucking die. And then it stops. And they all get thrown on their ass. So now they have a moment to kind of figure out what's going on. The ship is still going though. It didn't come to a complete stop. And they're looking on this map here and all these spots. It's an asteroid belt. And they're going towards it. There's no time to alter the course. And if we miss the Stargate's closing, we'll wind up stranded who knows where. So there's a Stargate that they have to get through. But we have to go through the asteroid belt, but we're going to get smashed if we do. And then stupid Joseph, he's like, just stay the course. And Gambit's like, yeah, you heard him. He knows what he's doing. What? I like these little reaction shots. And Joseph has a plan. Any guarantee this is going to work? No. But he uses powers, basically, here, and deflects the asteroids out of the way so they don't crash into it. So good job, Joseph. You're actually useful for a second. And they're all watching in amazement. Amazing to think this is the same man who, up until a few moments ago, wanted me to get on my knees in front of him. See my last episode. As Magneto may have left a lot of us here to die in space as soon as look at us, but he doesn't remember that. I mean, would Magneto have done that? I don't know. He wasn't evil like that. Come on. So he gets them safely through. So good job, Joseph. And here's the Stargate. What these are, where they must have been constructed by the Shi'ar, I guess. So they're going through. And they're like, is this a good idea? 6 of us against the universe? And Rogue says, we're needed, aren't we? Yeah, so take us through. So they go in. Cut back to Earth. And here, you got Storm with her stupid fucking haircut that I hate. Cyclops, Jean Grey, or Phoenix, as they're calling her now. Cannonball, and then Wolverine. And now some time has passed, and Wolverine isn't stupid Wolverine anymore. He doesn't look as feral. That whole thing where he in Wolverine 100, and these people, acolytes of Apocalypse, try to give him his adamantium back, which backfired and made him even more feral and more like an animal. It took away his nose. That just went away. I'm pretty sure that they didn't go through a process where that reversed. It just kind of slowly transitioned out. Maybe I think the writers were just like, this is dumb. What are we going to do with this? I don't know. It was just like kind of a cool, shocking moment in that issue of Wolverine 100. And then they're like, what do we do now? So he's just like normal Wolverine. And thank God is all I have to say. So Cannonball tells them that what happened with the rest, and Wolverine's like, you lost the X-Men? But not so mighty bad that they won't leave the X-Men's butts flapping in the wind. I'm telling you, friends like the Shi'ar, who needs flaming enemies? Yeah, tell Wolverine. So this is a cool shot of the ship and this effect back here in space. It's kind of fun. So they're all talking, and Joseph is telling Gambit, he's like, hey, thanks for getting my back and supporting me. That means more than I can say. They don't like each other, and Gambit, I don't know, he still doesn't like Joseph. Who does? So Beast is talking with his girlfriend here, Trish, apologizing for bringing her along. She shouldn't be here, but she's like fine because she's a reporter and she gets to see this crazy shit. And she's doing something, taking off her clothes, putting on this new, like, cool space outfit. So that's kind of a sexy shot of her. And then they start making out. And then she has to, like, rinse out her mouth because she has a lot of hair in there afterwards. Know what I mean? So, kind of cool alien design, sexy drawing. I like it. So back at the mansion, Cyclops is trying to contact the Shi'ar, but can't get... Oh, look who it is. It's Rusty. Rusty's back, everyone. I know half of you are like, quit fucking yapping about the X-Men and just show us your goddamn cat. Well, here he is. What do you think, Rusty? Huh? Do you have anything to say? No. Can you purr or do something? Can you be more than just a silly kitty? Huh? Okay. So. Back with the X-Men. Let's see. They're talking about what's going on with everything. They can't reach the Shi'ar because of whatever's going on. And then there's other matters closer to home. Professor X is in government custody. Archangel Psylocke and Iceman are on a leave of absence. So Storm is like, yeah, we could go and try and rescue the X-Men in space, but we also got shit going on here. So the decision is yours, Cyclops. So what do you want to do? The Avengers and Fantastic Four are still gone at this point. Also. So then you got Bishop, and he's thinking to himself about nonsense. I don't know. Just regular stuff. And then Rogue, she's there in her new outfit. And they have a little moment. And she's able to touch him somehow. This suit is a mining suit, a low-grade force field, keeps us from actually touching. Bishop, I've been thinking about you since the moment you got here. I'm sure. I'm sure there's a fan fiction, an erotic fan fiction out there with that. And if there isn't, I'll write one. So, okay, they go through the Stargate and they come out. And, like, what did they see? And he says, stars and eggplants. Instead of stars and garters, I guess. And it's this space station, I guess. It was kind of a cool image. And it looks like it's not looking well. There's debris and damage. And a cat who needs to be part of everything. Huh, buddy? slept on me all night last night. I couldn't move or get comfortable at all. So they're talking to the computer here. Star Station Asura Tyrell. Okay. Population, administrative staff, and personnel number 700. Transient capacity 3,212 humanoid standard. And then scanning, verifying, current occupancy 0. So it could hold up to thousands of people on this space station, but it's not registering one single person. There's no one left alive in this space station. It's like Deep Space Nine in Star Trek. And the Millennium Falcon coming up to it, and they scan it, and they see that there's no one on board. It's just completely abandoned and fucked up. Maybe not the Millennium Falcon. Maybe more like Firefly. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Rusty, can I turn the page? Huh? All right. Thank you, buddy. So, this is Rusty's favorite part. That's why he wants to look. So they board it. This derelict space station. Beast and Rogue are here together. He's got a light. She's moving debris. They're walking through. Trying to figure out what's going on. And then she says, like, hey, do you think it's after midnight from when we left? He's like, probably. Why? And it was, when they left, it was Christmas Eve. So she says, Merry Christmas. So, and then he says, he sees this power core has been stolen. Whatever powers the station is gone. And then Joseph hears with Gambit, and he can't move the walls or anything. Like the alien metal, his powers don't work with it. So Gambit says, we'll improvise. He charges it up and kicks the door through. Remy, you are full of surprises. Joseph, you don't even know the half of it. And here's hoping you never have to find out. Still keeping that little thing with Gambit having some kind of a secret that everybody is really worried about. Or he's worried about everybody knowing, but it's not that big of a deal. I mean, I don't know. Is it? Is it not? So, but then there's this creepy, like, face, and they're like, somebody is watching them. So you got Trish, she's still on the ship, and Bishop's wandering around by himself, I guess. And there's nothing alive down here. There's a bunch of dead bodies and this debris. And then for some reason he sees something or hears something and starts taking out all this rubble. And he finds Deathbird from the Shi'ar Empire, Lilandra's sister, who has often been there to try to usurp the throne from her. Hasn't always been a good guy. It's like, this woman needs medical attention. And she says, help us in the name of the royal house. My sister, the Magistrix Lilandra, I command you to help us. And that's where the issue ends. And it says, next, where no X-Men has gone before. And I like the font is all Star Trek-y, so that's fun stuff. So, fun issue. X-Men in space is always like a good time. I feel they're more in space more than... No, they're in space just as much as the Avengers and Fantastic Four. Like, it's just as much of a thing with them. So, we'll get into the next issue, and we'll see that in the next episode. So hit that like button, and I'll see you there. Thanks.